Nightbreed, 1990. Take you back to the sweet year of 1990. A troubled young man is drawn to a mythical place called Midian, where a variety of friendly monsters are hiding from humanity. Meanwhile, a sadistic serial killer is looking for a patsy. Written and directed by Clive Barker. Do you have additional details?
Tagline, "At last the night has a hero." Distributed by 20th Century Fox. Scream Factory released it on Blu-ray 2014. But now I'm hearing that there's going to be a new transfer and even longer cuts.
They need more.
So stay tuned.
I really don't get that. I don't know why you people want more of it. It's fine. It was fine the first time I saw
it.
Well,
let's just talk about these cuts real quick. So there's 4 cuts.
Right.
Theatrical is 102 minutes. Director's cut, which is what we watched, is 120 minutes. And is it pronounced Cabal?
Yeah.
Okay. Then there's the Cabal cut, 144 minutes. And there's also a VHS cut, which I think this is the cut they're restoring right now. 159 minutes.
Ugh. I know I've seen that. If that's what was on VHS back in the day.
I guess so.
I remember. I've always thought this
was
movie,
it like two?
It was
Titanic,
very long.
2
yes.
VHS.
Yes, I believe
Really?
so. I believe so.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I remember thinking it was too long.
159 minutes.
The first kills we see are really sad. The little boy sees his parents killed and then watches through tears as the killer slowly approaches him to end his life also. It's a damn shame. Anyways, the main character, Boone, his hair is fucking sweet. I mean, this guy clearly gets laid. Look at his
He's
jacket,
a hero.
for God's sake.
The tagline's right. The night has a hero.
It's pretty weird that Laurie just meets this woman that she meets at the bar, and they decide to go visit the place where her boyfriend was shot to death. Did you think that was weird?
Very nice.
They make plans to go the next day, and I think those plans would have been canceled via phone early in the morning after. I mean, I would have canceled them. Man, I was drunk last night.
She was up. We were waiting on her. We were ready.
Yeah. I'm starting to think that Cronenberg is amazing in everything he's in and at everything. You don't think so?
Oh,
you hated him in this?
That's my one complaint about this movie.
You don't like him in this?
No.
Oh, he's great. I love him.
Hold on, here. Let's touch on it real quick. Don't like Cronenberg as an actor.
I even like him in Jason X.
That's what I said. But listen, at least not in this one anyway. I can't think of even.
I didn't mind him in character with the mask.
Well, the mask is
just
cool,
as the doctor.
Him,
no.
yeah, him being a doctor, I know. And that's my biggest knock on this movie. But yes, I do like his mask. But that don't count.
Yeah, honestly, as far as his acting goes,
bad.
I just thought he was good in this movie. The only thing else I can remember of him being in physically was Jason X for a little bit.
Oh, see, I don't remember.
And that was only because he let them use his film crew. And he's like, well, let me just be in the movie for a little bit.
I think I looked. I took
He's
a
in
look.
Scanners and Video.
He's in a lot of stuff.
Oh, is he?
But
I just like
off the
his
top of
movies.
my head, I can't think of. Yeah.
I mean, I think every movie he's done that I've seen.
Oh, you're saying okay? Everything
all
he's
encompassing. Like
not him as an
looking
actor.
at his IMDb credits, I was like, okay,
all right.
Almost everything he's written or done, whatever he's done a lot of shit.
I got you.
So, I really liked Ann Bobby's character, Laurie. I think she did something different than most women do in a horror movie. I liked her so much because they didn't make her a screamer. She wasn't just screaming all the time. One of the big things that happens at my house when I'm watching these movies for this show is the woman starts screaming, and my wife goes, Jesus fucking Christ, kill her already. And she's not really watching. She's doing her own thing, and she's like, God. So sometimes I'll just mute those scenes because it's unnecessary. I turn
them down. When I know it's going to be a while
like they're
screaming and chainsaw.
Yeah. So I like she was going through a reality shattering experience, and she's showing reaction to all of it, but she's not making stupid mistakes. She's being intelligent about the whole thing and handling it like a person who has their shit together, not just a crazy woman that's screaming through a movie. Midian is the home of monsters, the undead. Right? I just want to know what's down there because it seems like there's a lot of stuff. This is what I made a list of. Monsters, the undead, weird mystics, mutants, misfits. There's some scorpions, snakes, spiders, weird pots filled with eels, Lawyers probably are down there, right? Bad drivers.
I hate lawyers.
IRS scammers. All those kind of dudes. I want to know what actual criteria it takes to get... What does it take to get into Midian? What does it take to become a Nightbreed? Because it seems pretty loose. The one guy tears his face off, he's in there. Bada boom. Which he's my favorite character, Narcisse. Yeah. Hilarious. He reminds me a lot of... Bill Moseley, kind of. Like, Bill Moseley could have played that character and done it fucking just as good as this guy, if not better. They should have kind of made him his own film, I think. Spun that off. This is probably my favorite Clive Barker movie. I love all the monsters. The stop-motion animation shit is cool. I said Cronenberg is a masterful killer. So, we're different there. There are two issues I have with the film. First one is I don't understand whatever happened to the berserkers or whatever those monster things were. They just kind of let them loose, or whatever if they made a sequel, it could just be those things still running amok, like 30-something years after the fact. The second thing I have an issue with is that we never find out what Laurie's superpowers are once she becomes a Nightbreed at the end, because he kind of gives her a vampire bite and turns her into a fucking monster, evidently. Other than that, I think the movie's fucking fantastic, and for a 2.5-hour cut, it had a good pacing. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, right out of the gate, you get monsters.
Yeah.
Like, there's no waiting, there's no big reveal right out of the way, and it's chaotic. Them running through the cemetery. This kind of feels like Little Monsters for adults.
Right.
They both have their world underground. Great makeup, practical effects. It doesn't look dated. I thought the movie still looked good. Great setting. Creates good atmosphere. The Midian world. We were talking about what's all down there. I like that. I like that. It's a good score. The audio mix is all over this movie.
Right.
I don't know what you guys watched it on.
It was pretty
I
wild
was
on mine.
constantly turning it up and down. Like, some of the monsters talk so quiet you can barely hear them, and then music will kick in. It's
the music was problematic.
Yeah, sure. I would turn it up to hear the monster, and then they would blast me. Don't like Cronenberg as an actor, I believe. At least not in this one. But this is a good change of pace. There's not too many movies like this, and a monster movie always kind of feels good. Not sure I need to see a longer cut. I don't know what else
sure not.
I don't know what else is coming, but it's very solid all around. I give it an 8.
I saw this when it first came out because I'm much older than you guys. It's not quite as good as what I remembered it being. I mean, it held up very well, but
Jesus, at 90.
Yeah.
I would have.
So I was a junior.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
9 years old, I would have lost my mind.
I graduated in 91, so the year before. I was still in high school. So the movies you guys keep referring to is like, oh, we watched this when... This is my high school movie. But anyways, you love the Laurie character.
Yeah.
I was annoyed by her. Didn't hate her.
I can see that, too.
But, it's very easily to be annoyed. And it is the worst lip sync scene I've ever seen captured on film. When she's singing in that nightclub and he shows up to her. It is awful.
I mean, no,
oh my gosh, awful. And also when Boone gets shot, I forget the number of bullets they make reference to it. But when they extract them from him, they are fresh, unused, brand new bullets.
Oh, yeah.
Still points intact and everything. So
also, he gets hit by a truck, right? He would not be in any shape after that. They wouldn't have been able to pull him back together. Have you seen a deer that gets hit by a semi?
Or even a car. The set design I thought was amazing. Midian was a cool place. That skull wall, when she wakes up, that looked really cool. The monster makeup was done very well. Doctor's mask I like. Didn't care for Cronenberg as a doctor, but his mannerisms and his speech patterns changed once he had the mask on. He got a little more psychotic and goofy.
Killer.
But I liked it as a killer. Thought some of the monsters from the execution scene that they cut to when they're explaining how and why they're hiding.
Yep.
Some of those monsters that I saw briefly, I thought should have been main characters in the movie because some of them were very diabolical looking things. One was almost like a double skull that they chop his head off, and when they throw it in the pile, you can still see the big jawbone and the horns. And
Oh yeah, I remember
some of that stuff should have been, I thought, in the main screen. But overall, I gave it an 8. I thought it still was pretty good from when I saw it in high school.
Yep.
Yeah. We got some 5.
What'd you give it?
I gave it a 10.
Oh, well, that's definitely improved.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it doesn't hold up quite as well. The first time I saw it was like, what the fuck? Because I'd never seen a monster
You didn't
movie.
think it held up well?
I thought it held up, but like the first time I saw this, I hadn't seen many monster movies. There's not a lot really still even.
Not like this anyways.
I think the closest thing to being like this, I don't know. I would say
Little Monster.
Yeah, Little Monsters
With,
or Jack Brooks' Monster Hunter or whatever it is.
What's his name? Howie Mandel.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, the underground in that is similar. But the variety of monsters in this, there's just I'd never seen this many monsters at that time.
Yeah, you posted one, or you posted a question: well, who's your favorite
Right.
Nightbreed? And I wanted to wait till I watched it, and I certainly don't know any names.
Right.
But I was paying attention to them all so I could answer this question. Very small part,
Right.
but my favorite Nightbreed is the chick that takes the blood, dips her hand in blood, and then rubs it on
wipes
her
on her
nipples.
nipples?
I'm like, yep, she wins.
Well, at first, I thought it was the chick that shot the like porcupine needles out, but
Yeah.
it's not.
No.
It's a separate girl.
Yeah, she's just in there for a second.
That's the only thing you see.
She
Is,
rubs it on her nipples. And like,
and
she
she looks
wins.
at him and walks off. Or the Jay Leno looking guy. That's
Yeah.
what I kept calling him. He's got that big nub on his forehead and the big chin.
Yeah.